All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and honor and glory unto the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, by Shemi Hawashai, by Shemakaku Dash. This is the Brother Trife Israel coming at you again with another lecture in sincerity and in truth, man. And guys, I wanted to touch up on this video that I just stumbled across. And what we finna watch is something very, 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 very disturbing. And copyright fair use, you know what I'm saying? The distributor gets to use the material for educational and teaching purposes only. You know what I'm saying? This is what this video is mainly going to be about, just educational and teaching purposes only. You know what I'm saying? This is not to expose nobody. This is not to provoke nobody. This is not to make nobody offended. This is only for educational and teaching purposes only. Okay? So, we want to jump right into this real quick, but before I jump right into it, I want to read the book of Hebrews, chapter 12 and verse 16. It goes off and reads, "Lest there be any fornicator or profane person, as Esau, who for one more sale of meat sold his birthright." Now we're going to go into why the scriptures tell us that there be no profane person on earth as Esau. This fornicator right here, this individual that can fornicate like every other man on planet Earth, he's a different breed of fornicator. He want to fornicate with every goddamn thing that's walking, breathing, and talking. You know what I'm saying? They got a hole in it. He want to fuck it. This is how this man gets down. Okay, so let's play this real quick. And we just going to use these scriptures to educate our people on exposing these particular set of people right here that's walking the face of the earth.
However, there is another type of offender who not only inflicts emotional abuse, but damages the victim physically as well. This next man, Gerald, is a sadistic sex offender. As he'll tell us, he is sexually aroused by inflicting pain. The victim he's describing is his 9-year-old stepson.
After about 2 years of molesting my son, and all the pornography that I had been buying, renting, swapping, I had gotten my hands on some bondage and discipline pornography with children involved. And some of the reading that I had done and the pictures that I had seen showed total submission, forcing the children to do what I wanted. And I had eventually started using some of this bondage and discipline with my own son. And it had escalated to the point where I was putting a large Ziploc bag over his head and taping it around his neck with black duct tape or black electrical tape and raping and molesting him at that point, to the point that he would turn blue, pass out. At that point, I would rip the bag off his head, not for fear of hurting him, but because of the excitement. I was extremely aroused by inflicting pain. And when I seen him pass out and change colors, that was very arousing and heightening to me. And I would rip the bag off his head, and then I'd jump up on his chest and I'd masturbate in his face and make him suck my penis while he was, as he started to come back awake. While he was coughing and choking, I would rape him in the mouth.
What the fuck? What the fuck did we just hear? What the fuck did we just hear? Now, I know what I heard. And if you're watching this video, I'm pretty sure you done heard the same thing. Now, here on Trife Music page, I done really been dropping, I wasn't going to do a lot of these videos or like that because I know how they like to censor and cut my channel off and shit right here. But this is a cold case right here. By us watching this video right here and hearing what we just heard, this beats that R. Kelly case bullshit that they done put up, which I believe is not even a real case. I believe that it's fake. Because you can go into the history of them saying that about so many major artists, okay, that we don't even know what they got in trouble for. Because you got to understand, these people be up on a contractual record deals, man. You know? And if they ask get out of line, hey, hey, some things start getting exposed. Some things start to be getting said. Began to get said, okay, and then it flop around through the whole earth, and now your image is getting destroyed. How come this not flopping around the whole earth right here? Everybody should know about this. This is my first time even coming across this case. You know what I'm saying, man? But all in all, we all know that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he's forever going to be a predator. Let's read it one more time. The book of Hebrews, chapter 12, and verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one more sale of meat sold his birthright, man. You know? And these are the actions of these people. So by us hearing this, man, do you still think all white people is good? Can we sit back and say that all of them would not do this? Fuck no. We cannot say that none of them would not do this. Our best suggestion in dealing with these people, we cannot put nothing past these people whatsoever. You know what I'm saying, man? And this goes for all the other races. Because even with our own race, because motherfuckers be rapists and pedophiles too in our own race. Big rapists and pedophiles. You know, but they just nothing but of their father, the devil, like the book of John talked about, chapter 8 and verse 44, how they, yes, you are of your father, the devil. You know what I'm saying? Condoning this type of particular behavior. And don't get it fucked up. You got women out here, they do it too. And so fucked up is, the women, they do it even harder. Because they the less to get caught. They the less of somebody even thinking of a motherfucker doing that. But they do it though. Do not get it fucked up. This is a two-way thing. It ain't just the men. It's women out here doing it too. It's Edomite bitches out here that's praying. They be praying on little kids. So-called white women out here praying on little bitty kids. You know what I'm saying, man? This shit is real. This shit is raw. This shit is authentic. This shit is tangible right here. This is a real case. And this shit is not even... Cases like this should be all over every news media. How come shit like this getting swept up under the rug? How come it take the prophets, okay, or just the Bible believers to go into these type of cases and bring this shit forth to the people? You want to know why? Because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, like the book of Job says, man. Let's read that one more time. Let's read that real quick. $7.80. So it's back some. The book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Right. So can we sit back and think that the Most High God is white, that the Lord is white, the angels are white? How could they be white when they go against these particular type of actions? Especially homosexuality, especially being a fucking sodomite. They go against sodomy, bruh. He destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. So this is how we know this earth is given into the hands of the wicked. They cover up the faces of the judge thereof. God don't condone this type of behavior right here. You know what I'm saying, man? And this is why, hey, it's a time limit for them, man. They on a time limit because they do shit like this. You know what I'm saying? You're on the time limit. And this bullshit got to come to an end, man. This has to come to an end. Right now, it should be more white motherfuckers protesting about this particular behavior. But they'll never say nothing because they know the effect the image that it's going to bring on them. Because they all got fucking dirt that they're hiding. You go around some so-called white people right now, you get cool with them and all this type of stuff, yeah. You be cool, woo-woo, over time, being everything, be fine and dandy. But what do? They go right up under your motherfucking nose. Go right up under your nose and snake your ass the fuck out. This is how these people get down. The Bible say, never trust thy enemy. For as iron rusts, so do they wickedness. We have to understand that. We gotta understand that. So let's continue watching this while I go through these scripts real quick.
I used the same sadistic styled act of the plastic bag and the tape 2-3 times a week, and that went on for, I'd say, a little over a year. If I hadn't been arrested when I was, my stepson would be dead. I would have killed him. I had been fantasizing about killing a victim during the course of rape or molest about 5 or 6 months, all during the course of the molestation of my stepson when I was using the Ziploc, the plastic bag over his head. I had fantasized, thought about killing him, letting him go ahead and suffocate during the process of the molestation. I believe it would have been maybe as short as another month or 2, and I would have actually killed him if I was not arrested.
Gerald's sadistic attacks continued despite the fact that his stepson reported him repeatedly. No one believed the child.
No one believed him. Why nobody believed him? Why nobody fucking believed? But if this was a so-called black man, so-called Mexican, this motherfucker would have been right up under the jail. He would have been got a whole motherfucking death penalty. He would have got 7 death motherfucking penalties if this was one of us. But it comes down to one of them, motherfuckers ain't believe it. They sweep it up under the rug. See, it goes back into the time. It goes back into that same story with that African Bambaataa shit. You know what I'm saying? With that African Bambaataa shit, man. Motherfuckers knew exactly what was going on, but swept it right up under the rug. You know what I'm saying? They know goddamn well when he was touching them little boys. This shit go on in black neighborhoods, white neighborhoods, Mexican neighborhoods. Hey, man, this shit go on in all types of neighborhoods. Ghettos, albinos. You know what I'm saying, man? Hey, Richmond Heights, living places and shit. But the most places you catch these type of fucked up cases, it'd be where Esau Edom, the so-called white people at. Because they do the motherfucking raping, man. They the ones who do the raping. They rape the innocent. You hear what the fuck he said? He doing this to his own son. What type of sick bastard would do this to their own son? Oh yeah, that's right. Esau Edom, the so-called white man. That's fucking who? That's who. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 13, it goes off and reads, if a man also lie with mankind as he lied with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination, they shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be up on them. This motherfucker need to be put to death. Now, they like to go into the Bible. Okay, they want to push out the Bible. We go into these court places. They make you swear on the Bible and all this other shit. But they don't want to live by none of these rules and regulations of the Bible. Because if it goes to us living in the rules and regulations of the Bible, these motherfuckers, the whole nation, and the rest of these heathens, the whole nation of Esau and the rest of these heathens will be fucking done away with. And 2/3 of our people, man, I'll be fucking done away with right now. Straight up. Put the fuck down, man. You know? But, the wicked is in charge. We can't do nothing about it. The wicked is in charge. The book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. You know what I'm saying? When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn, man. This is why everybody mourning right now, man. I'm saying mourning like a motherfucker. Why we gotta wear a mask? Why we gotta get a shot? And guess what? This bitch, he got an excuse and answer for everything. Fuck you, man. You was a devil. You a devil, man. You is the motherfucking devil. You is. Fuck you talking about? Hey, man, if you don't like this shit, you get on somewhere, man. We don't need you around. Because you a problem. You a fucking problem. The book of Nahum, if I said that correctly, Salakim if I didn't. Chapter 3, verse 5, and it goes off and reads, Behold, I am against thee, said the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and will shew the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. Exactly, man. Done with the prophets. Done with the prophets, man. Showing up your bullshit, lifting up your skirt because you're nasty. Verse 6, and I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thy veil, and will set thee as a gazing stock, right? So everybody in the world, when you really get fully exposed, everybody in the whole fucking world is gonna be looking at you with with a crooked eye, with a crooked eye. You know what I'm saying, man? You're gonna get, motherfuckers gonna be looking at you sideways, bro. Like you Esau, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? You an Edomite. And it's so funny because even two-thirds know you a fucking Edomite. So you already went, Esau Edom that went worldwide with his nationality. Okay, the true name of your nationality that went worldwide, just like the true name of the Lord that went worldwide. Okay, everybody know the true name of the Lord right now. It's just some motherfuckers don't know how to say it. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying, man? But hey, man, he caused abominable filth upon you. That's an abominable act that you performed on your son. You fucking devil, because you're a devil. You're nasty. And there's so many cases like this, you'll be surprised how many innocent animals, you know what I'm saying? Innocent bugs, innocent babies, you know what I'm saying? Innocent elderlies. Esau, you're fucking nasty. Innocent handicaps. And like I said, you got these particular predators in every nation. You know what I'm saying? This ain't just the attack on Esau Edom, but when it comes down to motherfuckers when it comes down to the exposing the ringleader, the captain of the motherfucking ship of this sadistic ass wicked shit, it is Esau Edom. It is the so-called white man. He's driving the boat. He's stirring this shit. And guess what? It's going just the way he likes it. It's going according to just the way he likes. You know what I'm saying? But he don't know it's being monkey wrenches thrown on your motherfucking ship. Anchor is being thrown through your ship. And you sinking, buddy. Because your ass is getting exposed. This is the truth. Let's continue on.
My wife and my parents, probably 6 or 7 different times. And there was actually one instance where I went to the police station myself to turn myself in. And the officer at the desk told me to go home and sleep off my drunk. And I left. If it wasn't for the fact that my landlord had found some pornographic pictures of my son in the attic of the home where we were living, I would probably still be molesting.
As you might expect, Gerald didn't confine his sexual assaults to the home. In fact, he had a lengthy history of attacking children outside the home as well. He had molested children from ages 4 to 16, with a preference for 10 to 14-year-old boys.
I've been raping and molesting for over a period of 25 years, and I have in excess of 300 victims.
Hands-on victims?
All hands-on victims.
How did you get access to so many victims?
Children are on the street all the time. I created my own opportunities. There were children at stores. I had picked some children up at the store.
You heard what the fuck he said? Children is outside on the streets all the time. This is why we must be interacting with our children. Now, I'm not a father at all. But one thing I can say is that if I was to have a child, I have things that I could teach my child. I have things that I could do with my child 24/7 all day. I don't have to send my child off to the fucking enemy to get educated. I can educate my child. You want to know? And the scriptures goes off into us doing that particular stuff. The book of it's 22, Salakia. The book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 6, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Exactly. So my kids, if I have a child, they're going to get trained up in this Bible right here, man. They're going to know how to serve God, keep God happy, so that they can flourish in their fucking life and don't have no type of bad days, man. Have no type of snares upon them, so they won't come across these particular type of individuals. So shit like this won't happen to them. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why shit like this happen to these kids is because the parents that's not around fucking being parents, bro. Parents are not parenting because they don't have a goddamn thing to teach these kids. What the fuck a child gonna learn from a fucking dude that don't know nothing but 2K? You know what I'm saying? Talking to women bad, getting fucking high and drunk. What the fuck a child is gonna learn from a man like that? What the fuck is he gonna learn? What is a little princess, a little woman? What is she's gonna learn from a grown ass woman that don't know nothing but strip clubs? You know what I'm saying? Scanning niggas, scanning men, put it like that. Think she is a man. Got an OnlyFans, just all out of fucking pocket. You know what I'm saying? This is why this stuff be happening to these kids, because parents are out of pocket. Adults are fucking out of pocket. Adults are still children, child-minded. You know what I'm saying, man? That's why the Lord has said when I was a child, I thought like a child, but when I became a man, I put all those childish things to the side. You know what I'm saying, man? You got to put childish shit to the side. It's not enough protection. It's not enough protectors in our communities. Well, and I'm talking about us. So for us, man, the Black, Hispanic, and Native American community. I'm speaking out for our community. Because these people, they like to see them roam around our community and do this type of stuff. Because how many of us can say that it's more black kids and Mexican kids missing than it is whites? You know what I'm saying? And we talking about motherfuckers from 6 to 18. Damn near, 22 to, motherfuckers, some motherfuckers be 21, 22, man. I done seen it. You know what I'm saying, man? My bad. I didn't mean to mess up my words and nothing like that, but y'all see where I'm going with this, man. This shit got me hot. This a cold ass case right here. This fucked up. And this got to be exposed. So the Bible tells us to train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So this motherfucking predator, he done created more predators. You know what I'm saying, man? He done created more predators. And if you think about it, this is how some of these dudes be turning into drags and shit, man. These motherfucking niggas, they ain't just wake up and talk about, oh, I want to dress like a woman, I'm going to be a woman. Nah. Motherfuckers done got touched. Motherfuckers done went to prison, got fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Dug in. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers' uncles be nasty as a motherfucker, gay as a motherfucker. Digging in them and shit, you know what I'm saying, at a young age, and telling them it's okay, just be quiet, it's okay, some of these females, the reason why they so fucking freaky and got high sex drives, because they was getting touched at a young age, molested at a young age. Some of these dudes, man, getting touched by these women, that's the reason why only thing they can think about is just getting some pussy and fucking being bucks, because of something, but what the fuck these women done did, man. These adults, man, are not adulting, man. You know what I'm saying? Protect your child at all times. Because you got motherfuckers out there just like this, riding around your neighborhood. I don't give a fuck if he black, white, green, yellow, orange, pink, blue, purple, whatever the fuck he is. His ass out there on that type of timing, we must take his ass out. What they do to Freddy Krueger when they found out his ass was a child rapist? What they do? Whole motherfucking town went and killed his ass. Burnt his ass down. This is what needs to be happening to these type of people right here. You know what I'm saying? So let's continue on with this.
Doors at penny arcades, and I have snatched some off the street.
Now, by picked them up, do you mean by grooming? You talked them into it, or do you mean violently grabbed them and kidnapped them?
Sometimes there had been some violent kidnapping. Snatching a child off the street, pulling him into my car, taking him to a deserted area, raping and molesting him, and then taking him back to where I had snatched him from. There had been instances where I would groom the child with toys, money. I'd see a child in a store standing around the toy displays, and I would offer to buy the toy that this child may be looking at, and would actually walk up to the counter and pay for the toy and walk out of the store with the child and the toy. And then I would, after I had taken the child to a deserted area or a whole...
My whole thing is, by him explaining this and how he did it, what was the people that thought of any type of suspicion? You mean to tell me, did nobody think of anything suspicious about this man walking out with a random motherfucking child out of the store? Like, nobody knew the little kids around the neighborhood. Nobody knew their parents. Like, nobody fucking knew. This is the shit that I'm talking about, how shit be organized. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers be knowing what's going on, man. This is the reason why I be saying that, bro. Cause how the fuck? So what you mean to tell me? A child gonna go off, or he's gonna leave his perimeter and leave out of his neighborhood? He gonna leave out from where he's familiar with? Fuck no, he ain't gonna go around from where he's familiar with, because that's his safe zone. So somebody, motherfuckers around there know who kids that was, but they didn't say nothing about it. Unless this dude was just going off into... No, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know, man. I'm just going off of my thoughts, speaking like a man. But let's continue on with this fucked up ass case right here. But the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Hey, man, through the prophets, man. Exposing your motherfucking ass, man. And I don't even want to watch this whole video because it's so fucking sick and nasty. You know what I'm saying, man? This shit is motherfucking like crushing into the soul, into the spirit. I can't even live with myself properly, man, knowing that these people is still out here breathing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not doing nothing about it. I'm not bashing they motherfucking heads in for these particular type of actions, you know? And if you feel like me, give me a like, man.
House that I had actually fixed up for the purpose of raping and molesting children. I would take the child back to the store where I got him from and leave him off at the front door and leave.
Gerald covered up his raping and molesting by living what might be called the double life. Friends and associates had no clue he was a violent man.
I believe I feel more that I led a triple life. I was one way at home, I was one way at work, and I was a different way in the community. When I was at home, I was a molesting monster. I would rape and molest. When I was in the community, I was more of a stalker. I would be stalking people, stalking children, looking for victims. When I was more with my employers or the in crowd that I was in, it was something that I was completely different as, I'm the perfect individual, have a good paying job, drive a nice car, dress nice, and go to a lot of high class, fancy places.
That's the so-called white man for you. That's the so-called white man for you. Hey, hello, wait a minute. Let's go to Psalms real quick. Hey, Esau, man. Esau. You motherfucker, man. You nasty motherfucker. And guess what? All you Edomites gonna get exposed for doing these, being a part of these particular acts. All you nasty ass Edomites is gonna be exposed for being a part of this. You gotta understand that. Hold on, where's that scripture at? Salakium, I believe that it is I might have went past it, y'all. Salakium. No, it's that scripture in Psalms where it say, his words were smoother than butter, smooth as butter, but war was in his heart. Okay, for the ones that's in the know, y'all know what scripture that, what chapter and verse that is in Psalms. Y'all know what it is. So I ain't gonna try to look for it no more, but because that's the scripture that I was trying to pull for real. But all in all, man, yes, man, his words were smooth as butter, but war was in his heart. He around everybody, you know what I'm saying? Living the whole double life, man. Straight a weird, but you living a weird ass double life though. You living a sadistic ass double life. And there's a lot of these Edomites. Yeah, you see them Edomites, especially them celebrity Edomites and shit. You seeing them all on the TV screen smiling. You know what I'm saying? Look like they the happiest people on earth. Look like they just so fucking like jolly and good and all that type of stuff. But the whole time behind closed doors, off the cameras, behind scenes, when everything is cut, these are some of the most evil, sadistic, miserable, insane, you know what I'm saying, insidious ass people that you will ever come across in your life. For they must be destroyed. We gotta understand that. And we're gonna be the ones to do it too, man. We gotta understand that, man. You know? Stuff like this cannot, you know what I'm saying? This ain't something that we just look over. This ain't something we just give a cold shoulder to. We don't give no cold shoulder to shit like this. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers are child predators. And it's a case I heard I was about to touch up on dealing with some child predators that was in Louisiana. Some more Edomites. She was a teacher, and her husband, what they did was a diabolical ass, evil ass plan was to bake homemade cupcakes, but insert it with some special cream filling. Yeah, and the special cream filling comes out to be his motherfucking sperm, man. So these kids just ate the nut of a devil. They ate the nut of a devil. You know what I'm saying? They ate the devil nut. It's fucked up, bro. But this is what happened. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. And motherfuckers talk about some, oh, he ain't do that. He ain't woo. None of that, man. Fuck that shit, man. The book of Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter, man. That's you fucking Edomites, man. Woe unto you, bro. Woe to you. The book of Isaiah chapter 10 verse 1 and 2. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees in their right grievousness, which they have prescribed. How come sex offenders and all this type of stuff, they don't get no harsh ass motherfucking time? How come they don't never get the death penalty? They rape a child. How come they don't get the death penalty, bro? Verse 2, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. Exactly, man. So he's robbing the fatherless, man. Some of them kids probably about don't even got parents home. Some of them probably about just got their mom at home. No father around to protect them at all. You know what I'm saying? Robbing the fatherless, man. Snatching them up, kidnapping. And a lot of these shit be getting exposed about this sex trafficking and stuff too. So the ones that's actually overseas, they going for the elder women, for the older women. Man, that's out here by themselves, single. Don't got no man and all this type of stuff. But all this shit came about being done by design because Esau Edom, he made this shit come about. Not for his sake though, for the Bible's sake. Because the Bible tell us that these women will not have no helpers. You know what I'm saying? From the young to the old, they will not have no helpers. And that they men will die in the famine and they will die in the wars. You know what I'm saying? So hey, these women, they only help and hope we'll be a man of the Lord in these last days, man. You know, because hey, you gotta think about it. You women, y'all got kids. Y'all fucking got kids. And guess what? You got Edomites out here that like kids. You got cannibals out here that know their kids, especially babies. You know what I'm saying? From them fucking movies and shit that I done watched. They done went off and said it themselves and said the babies taste the best. And on top of that, people will go after the kids because that's an easy prey, easy target. You know what I'm saying, man? I ain't got to do no extra work and all that type. I ain't got to, you know what I'm saying, fight for it. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this. This shit is getting very, 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 very dangerous out here. As time continues to goes on in our captivity. But it's the last of this shit, and we understand that this is the last of this shit because we have this man, the son of perdition, being exposed. You know what I'm saying? Okay? The counterpart of Satan, Esau Edom, the so-called white man. And you is the counterpart of Satan. The book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9, it goes off and reads, I know thy works and tribulations and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Who calling themselves Jews? Who do this particular? Who put themselves? Who give themselves that title, man? Salakim. Who give themselves that title? Who give themselves that title of them calling themselves white? You know what I'm saying, man? But all in all, we got our people, you know what I'm saying, sympathetic and all this type of shit. This is why you're going to get killed, man. You don't keep an eye out. Listen, you would have Edomite right now. You know what I'm saying? You was in a relationship or a cahoots with an Edomite right now. You better be watching that motherfucker with a hawk eye. Watch that motherfucker with a hawk eye. You better make sure you keep that motherfucker real close. Because this the old saying. Keep your friends close, but your enemies even closer. Kal Halima Yahweh, Ba Hashem Yahweh Shah, Ba Hashem Rakaku Daesh. Shalom, man.